The context here is New Jersey. Last month, the Quinnipiac polling firm polled on Chris Christie's approval rating in New Jersey. Quinnipiac doesn't poll everywhere. They poll, I think, in 9 states: Florida, Connecticut, Colorado, Iowa, Ohio, New York, Pennsylvania, Virginia, New Jersey. But they did this poll on Chris Christie's approval rating among New Jersey voters, and what they found is that Chris Christie, out of all the states they poll, Chris Christie is definitely the governor who was more hated by his own constituents than any other governor. Nobody has poll numbers as bad as he does within his home state. And so you would think that is awkward if you want to run for president on the basis of what a great job you've done as governor in your home state. I mean, it's awkward if your home state thinks you've done a terrible job. Unless you have a secret decoder ring that explains how your seemingly terrible numbers are actually excellent numbers if you only look at them the right way.
The polls in New Jersey right now say by a 65 to 29% margin, the New Jersey voters say you would not make a good president. Now, they know you the best. Why shouldn't we trust them?
They want me to stay. A lot of those people in that 65% want me to stay. And I've heard that from lots of people at town hall meetings. Don't leave to run for president because we want you to stay.
But they say you would not make a good president.
No, I think people hear the question they want to hear.
No. We know exactly what question people heard. It's not a hypothetical. There's a specific question they were asked. Do you think Chris Christie would make a good president? The answer from an overwhelming number of New Jersey voters is no, Chris Christie would not make a good president. Now, in Chris Christie's mind, is that somehow secretly a good number because people only think he would be a bad president because they love him as governor so much? No, there's no conceivable way that something like that could explain these terrible numbers. In the same poll, New Jersey voters were asked, is your governor, Chris Christie, trustworthy and honest? A majority of New Jersey voters say no. They were asked, has your governor, Chris Christie, done a good job handling the state budget? A majority of New Jersey voters say no. They were asked, has your governor, Chris Christie, done a good job handling the state's economy? A majority of New Jersey voters say no. This is a particularly nice one. Does your governor, Chris Christie, care about the needs of New Jersey voters? A majority of New Jersey voters say, this guy? Seriously? Forget about it. Chris Christie is despised in his home state, hated by his own constituents as a governor, believed by them to be not only disinterested in them as people, but unsuited for the job of President of the United States. So, Governor Chris Christie and Governor Bobby Jindal and a few others of these guys are going to give us a good test this year as to whether or not being hated by the people who know you best is as insurmountable of a political hurdle as it would seem. As we await the results of that test, though, in the meantime, we do now have forever, for prosperity, the thing that people will use forever as a device for calibrating the machine that measures exactly how much fantastical self-regard it takes to do something like run for president. This will forever be the end of the number line in terms of how much these guys have to like themselves in the face of undeniable data that unequivocally shows them why they shouldn't.